Good day, everyone. My name is Adioshun Brown Oluwaferunmi, and this is Heavenly Dishes Connecting with Growth. And it's so I'm so happy. I'm glad to welcome you back to our Living an Organized Life series. And we have covered a few things in the last few weeks. And the first thing we covered was the importance of organization, and we moved on the second week to talk about effective planning strategies. And the last week we talked about implementing systems into our daily life. So today we are moving on, wrapping up this series with a crucial topic, which is time mastery, and we'll be talking about the techniques for effective time management. And as we all know, time is a precious resource, and learning to manage it effectively is key to living a more organized and intentional life. But before we dive into today's topic fully, let's briefly recap on what we have covered so far. And in week 1, we explored the importance of organization. Week 2, we focused on building a personalized blueprint through effective planning strategy. Week 3, we delved into structuring success with routines and system. And now we are going to tackle the final piece of our puzzle, which is mastering our time. And the first thing I want you to know is you need to understand the concept of time management. Yeah. And let's start by understanding what time management really means. And I think in Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, we are reminded that there is a time and purpose for everything under heaven. And this implies that time is not limited but also valuable. Yeah, time is not limited but it's also very valuable. And time management is about making the most of these precious resources. And let's move and let's talk about the value of time. Yeah, the value of time. And I want you to reflect on the value of time. And I see time as a gift, and how we choose to use it shapes our life. Yeah, time is a gift, and the way we use this gift that has been given unto us affects our life so much. Proverbs 16 verse 9 says, "The heart of a man plans his ways, but the Lord establishes his step." Yeah, God established the steps of a man that plans, and planning deals with time. So effective time management allows us to align our plans with purpose. And I want to talk to you about time as a finite resources. Yeah, recognize that time is finite. We all have the same 24 hours a day. And it's not about having more time, but about using the time we have more wisely. Yeah, using the time we have more wisely. The second thing I want to talk about is the techniques for overcoming procrastination. Yeah, the difficulties about time is that, yeah, it's good to plan, yeah, but to be consistent in doing things, there's a place where discipline comes in. And discipline is standing strong against procrastination. Now let's address the common challenge that we all know, which is procrastination. And overcoming procrastination is a crucial step in effective time management. Yeah, and I will talk about some steps that would help you overcome procrastination. And the first thing is breaking tasks into smaller steps. Yeah, one technique is breaking tasks into smaller steps. This makes the tasks more manageable and less overwhelming. In Proverbs 24 verse 16, it advises us that for though a righteous man falls 7 times, he shall rise again. Meaning that you tend to fall into procrastination, fall into not using your time wisely. Yeah, or you have to rise. You just have to rise. And the first way to rise is breaking these tasks into smaller steps, meaning that make it easy for you to walk. Yeah, see yourself as a baby, so you have to take these steps little by little. You can't decide to start something and decide that you want to first go a stretch of 7 hours and you want to go consistently like that for 7 days. on something you're just starting. No. Start by letting your body get used to it. Start by getting your mindset and every part of your body ready for what is to come. So you take the steps little by little, even though as time goes on, you want to increase the pace of it. And the next thing I want you to do is set clear deadlines. Yeah, set clear deadlines for taxes. This creates a sense of urgency and accountability. It creates a sense of urgency and accountability. Having a deadline helps you prioritize taxes and ensure they are completed in a timely manner. Yeah, it helps you to prioritize taxes and ensure that they are completed in a timely manner. So another thing I want you to consider is using the Pomodoro technique. Yeah, consider using the Pomodoro technique. This involves working in focused interval. Yeah, maybe you work for 25 minutes, then followed by a short break. Yeah, I know people like to work stretches and the likes, but to manage your time well and always be in the right sense of mind, meaning that every time you are sitting down and doing that thing that really matters, you are giving your all to it, so that at some point you are tired and you are less focused as you should. But when you take breaks in between of this long stretch of time, it helps you to maintain concentration and productivity. It helps you to maintain concentration and productivity. So I think you should consider making use of that method. Meaning that you plan to work for 7 hours, or at the end of every 45 minutes you rest for 15 minutes, then you complete an hour's work. At the end of every 45 minutes you rest for 15 minutes to complete an hour's work. And the next thing I want to talk about is balancing priorities and setting realistic deadlines. Balancing priorities and setting realistic deadlines. And now I think this is actually very crucial for ensuring that our time is allocated to what really matters. Yeah, and the first thing is identify your priorities. Start with that. What are the most important taxes that aligns with my values and goals? And this actually aligns to a principle that is found in Colossians 2:3 verse 2. Set your minds on the things above, not on earthly things. For a spiritual man, his priority should be on the things that are above. Yeah. And this is not the main goal. The verse is not the main goal. The verse is putting us to something that set your mind on the important things. Set your mind on things that tends to add more value to your life. Yeah. Set your mind on the things that add value, that builds you, that is contributing to your growth in all areas of life. And another thing is the urgent important matrix. I think we spoke about in ABC grade. I think that was last 2 weeks. And this tool actually categorizes taxes into 4 quadrants, which is the important and urgent, then the important but not urgent, then the third one is the urgent but not important, and the last one is neither urgent nor important. That you can grade your plans like that. Meaning that you set out 5 plans, then you put A in front of it. A serves as the urgent and important. It is something you should prioritize. Then B is important but it's not urgent. That's B. You can add it. Maybe it's your third tax that is important but not urgent. Then your another tax, you can tag it with C, meaning that it is urgent but it's not very important. You need to do it fast, but it's not as important as the one that is urgent and important, meaning that you have to do that as soon as you can. And the fourth one, which you can class as the D class, is not important, it's not urgent, but you have to do it at any point in time. Meaning that you have to prioritize A, B, C before D comes. You have to prioritize A and B before you can do C. You have to prioritize A before you do B. So this is something you should actually involve in your planning. And next thing I want you to do is setting realistic deadlines. It's very important, and this requires understanding your own pace and workload capacity. Know yourself. What can I do? Know your capacity, and you cannot work for 6 hours. So don't set a deadline that would make you work for 6 hours straight up. No. be realistic with yourself, understand your pace and your workload capacity. And setting unrealistic deadlines can lead to stress and compromising your quality of work. Yeah, you want to work on something that normally would take you 2 hours, but you set a deadline of 30 minutes. Even if you later cover that thing, it will not be even the quality will not be like it should have been if you had worked on it for 1 hour. It would be so less of quality. So setting unrealistic deadlines can lead to stress and compromise the quality of your work. Yeah, and I'll be concluding on this note. But as we conclude this Living an Organized Life series, I want us to reflect on the key insights we have gained. And from today, we explored the concept of time management to discuss techniques for overcoming procrastination, and we also emphasized the importance of balancing priorities and setting realistic deadlines. And we understood that these are essential skills for mastering our time and living a more organized life. And I want to encourage you about some things. So my encouragement for you is, remember, time management is a journey, not a destination. It's a journey. It's something you might do all your life. Yeah, because being alive means you have time and you are dealing with time, and it's about continual improvement. Yeah, and aligning your time with your purpose. And I'm ending on this note. I want to thank you all for joining me on this series. I hope you have found valuable insights to apply to your life. And if you have any questions and thoughts, please kindly share. If you have anything you want to add to the teachings, please kindly drop them in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe for future content. And may you continue to live an organized, purposeful, and blessed life. Stay blessed, stay relevant, stay in God.